Well, I am about to slam you with quite a bit of information. Bitmoji is so much fun. It does take some time when you're starting up, but we're providing you with so many resources that you're going to be able to fly through this. So I'm going to start with showing you how we create your Bitmoji. Your Bitmoji is your little person, your little cartoon that we make to look like you. So on my phone, this is a recording of me on my phone. I downloaded the Bitmoji app, which is that one right there. And when I opened my app, the first thing I'm going to do is create my account, and I'm going to make my little person look like me. I'm going to start with male, female, skin tone. I'm going to start with hair color. It goes to hairstyle. You're going to pick whichever one you want. Eye color, eyebrows, eyebrow color, what my nose looks like, my face shape, my mouth. There are cheeks. You're just going to go through the process of creating your person to look like me, and you're playing dress up at this point. You're going through your makeup. And then once you get done with that, you get to start playing dress up. Do you wear glasses? Do you wear headwear on the constant basis? What clothes do you wear? You're going to make your little person look like you. Once we do all of that, then you get to see your Bitmoji doing all kinds of fun things. What I start doing is I start looking at how can I use these Bitmojis within my classroom, right? There's many teachers that use them for classroom management. I use them within my Bitmoji, within my Bitmoji scene. So you search teaching, you can search sitting, you can search books because I'm a librarian, right? So I use my books. Those are the ones that I use the most. There's some with computers, there's some teaching, there's some, standing. How are you going to use your Bitmoji for your classroom? They really are a lot of fun. The kids really do enjoy them, and they make comments. The little Bitmoji I chose, kind of ironic, right? But what I usually do ahead of time is I usually email them to myself. So I pick which one I want, and then I shoot it out and email it to myself. When it is time to upload it into my Google Classroom, usually when I receive it in an email, um, it's going to come to me looking like a square with the background, like of a picture. And so usually I have to take the background out. So I just emailed it to myself, and this is the one that I got. And as you can see, when I get it, come on now. All right, so as we see, when we download this, when we email, so I just opened up my email, right? I emailed the Bitmoji to myself, and I clicked download. Well, when I download it, it opens up like a square. And if I try to pop that into a classroom, it's going to look silly. So one of the first things that I need to do is I need to pick the Bitmoji that I know is going to work with my classroom. So sometimes building your classroom first before your Bitmoji works best. But I'm just going to show you what you need to do to your Bitmoji before you insert it in your classroom. There's the link that I've provided, and literally all I'm going to do is drag it as I've downloaded it in, and it's going to give me the background removed. And so now if I pop that into my Bitmoji classroom, the white background is not going to be there. The next resource that I've provided with you. So now we know how to make our Bitmoji and how to remove the background off of our Bitmoji, right? So when we insert them in our scene, they're going to look ready to go. Now, the next resource I've provided you, obviously, there's almost 200 slides worth of resources. When I tell you that we've given you resources for days to make this easy for you, we really, really have. You're going to just go through, and you're going to pick a classroom that you like. You can start from scratch and just pick a background and go from there. It's up to you, and I'm going to show you how we can do this very simple. There's this one that's like ready to go. This one's kind of ready to go. Personally, I started with something more like this. And what I did was, let's just say I kind of like this one. So I'm going to click on my scene, and I'm gonna copy that, right? Because I want to keep my slides of resources as my slides of resources. And then I'm going to open up a new Google slide. I should have had this ready to go, sorry. And I'm going to make sure that I don't have any of this, because I don't want any of this. Get rid of all of this. I don't want any of this, get rid of all of this. And then I'm going to paste my scene. Okay. This is what I'm going to start with. Now I'm going to start dressing up my scene. So I can go back to look at my resources, and we can look at the furniture. And as I look at the furniture, of course, you have, like, guys, when we tell you we've given you a lot of resources, we really have. So you can pick the furniture that you like. If you have, like in my library, I had bean bags, so I picked some bean bags. Shelving, what shelving? Do you have lights? Do you have plants? Do you have tables that look like that? So I'll talk about where I got these resources from in a moment, but for right now, I just want to show you. I mean, there's so much. You don't have to go look for it. It's already there for you. Carpets upon carpets upon carpets. I mean, easels and shelving, and there's so much. And so to be able to use any of this, all you have to do is go into the slide, and let's say I like this carpet here. So I'm going to copy that, and I had to click on the specific carpet, not the whole slide, because then it's going to take all of it. You got to go into the slide that you want. Say you like those resources. You're going to copy the specific item, and then you're going to go to your slideshow, and you're going to paste the item. And then you're going to work, I think I'm going to turn it this way. Oops, undo that. I don't want that. You're going to move it. However, no, I changed my mind. I don't want to do that. Move it and play with it and make it work however you see it best. Because at the end of the day, this is your classroom, right? I'm going to pull these out a little bit. Yeah, that's what I want it to look like. So there's my carpet in front of my board, right? I decide I want to type, I'm going to make a text box here. Let's do March. Let's do April. Right, and then I'm going to change the color because it's a whiteboard. I can change the font. I mean, that's something y'all are familiar with, right? That's not something that you're familiar with how to do that part of this. So you're just going to go back and you're going to pick and choose what you want to do since all of the resources are there. If you don't find something you want, you can go to the internet, and I'll show you how to do that as well. We're going to pretend that I'm already done with my library. And this is where I want my library, right? This was one of my lessons that I created. Obviously, I found the Bitmoji of me sitting, and I popped it on in there in my chair. I have my sitting chair here. I have that. I have Norbert. I have my Harry Potter stuff. And what I did is I kept this classroom just the same. This is my classroom. This is what I used. The only things that I was changing weekly when I was using the Bitmojis often is I was changing my resources and what I had the kids do. Every week I would have a new lesson on the board for the kids to do, right? I see the kids once a week. And I would change out my activities. So this specific week, I had them going to Pebble Go. It was Hispanic Heritage Month, and they were reading on famous Hispanic Americans, or just Hispanic people. As well as that, I also put in links to the books. Now I'm going to show you how to do that. I went and I found Fearless Trailblazers. That was one of the books that I had the kids reading. And so I went and I searched for the cover of Fearless Trailblazers, and I just went to images. I clicked on an image that I thought was a good document. I right-clicked and I clicked save, copy image. I clicked copy image. Then I went back to my document Let's pretend it wasn't there, and I just pasted it in. Okay, obviously I don't need it that big. I'm going to size it up and I'm going to put it here. Well, it had a link on it. Well, how do I get the link? Well, this week specifically, I was using YouTube, and I went and I found Fearless Trailblazers. And I liked this one because it had the little funny. I copied the link, right? Y'all see, I just found the video I wanted and I copied the link. I clicked on my document here. I clicked on link. Do y'all see that? And then I just inserted my link. Okay, and I clicked apply. Again, I got my picture. I stuck my picture in my document. I clicked on it. I clicked copy link or insert link. I put my link and I clicked apply. Now you can do that for any, if I wanted to make Norbert a link, I could make Norbert a link. If I wanted to make me a link, I could make me a link. If I wanted to make my Harry Potter flags a link, I could do that. You could put anything you want in this classroom as a link. I've seen some crazy elaborate things. You do what works for you that you need to do. If you want to have a rules or whatever, you want to keep the same, it's yours. It's completely your classroom. I did that for my 3. Again, I would keep the same background. I would just change my lessons, and that's what worked for me. And then again, I just popped in my Bitmoji according to what worked for me. I told you that I would mention where I got the resources. Last spring, when the pandemic began, I joined a Facebook group called Bitmoji for Educators. There is like thousands of people from all over the nation in this group, and they literally provide entire classrooms for you. You can go in and just edit it for you, change your little person out, change it for your classroom, do specifically what you're doing, and people just share and share and share and share and share. Like, it just blows my mind that people were just that awesome that they put something out there and they're willing to share. Um, these resources are a complete compilation of other things that other people have done. And I literally grabbed them and stuck them all in one place so I knew that I had them. Some of them have the link from the woman that created them. I'm gonna provide that for you. I'm gonna provide the link to this so you can create yours and you can do it without your background. I'm going to provide you with the link to the Facebook group, and I'm also going to provide you with one more document that has like hundreds of YouTube videos to go learn how to do things if this isn't enough for you, or if you want to just learn more, because people just do so much with their classrooms. Just forewarning, it's very easy to get sucked into the rabbit hole of making your, I guess, dollhouse, so you can say. That's why I say think smarter, not harder. Borrow, beg, steal, beg, borrow, steal, and work as a team was one of the biggest pieces of advice I ever got as a new teacher, and I live by that every day. I am not about to make things harder for myself if I can do things easier. There are resources out there for you. Find them, use them, make them yours, edit them. Of course, give credit because we're not thieves. We're not going to plagiarize, but if people are willing to share, then make use of that. Create your own classrooms, make it work for you guys. Good luck. My extension in my Vestal library is 3359. My name is Regina Aguilar, and you can email me at regina.aguilar@myhisd. If you have any questions, I'm more than willing to help you. I know that I provided you with a lot of information and a lot of resources, but I hope that everything was beneficial to you, and I hope you can make a classroom. I will tell you the students really do enjoy it. So good luck.